Hey guys, welcome to Movie Synopsis. Today I will explain an American science fiction, drama, short film, released in 2020, named Two Distant Strangers. This story revolves around four characters. Main character Carter James, Carter's girlfriend Perry, policeman Mark, and Carter's dog Jetter. Carter is stuck in a time loop with Mark, and is attempting to break it to reach Jetter. The story includes metaphors that we'll try to understand. Carter is a graphic designer, and one morning he wakes up in Perry's bed and tells her that he needs to leave as Jetter. His dog is waiting for him at his home. Then we see a bottle falls and breaks as Perry passes by the table on which the bottle was kept. Then we see Carter leaving the house. He puts on his headphones and communicates with Jetter through a remote device. He greets everyone on his way out of the building nicely, and then takes out a cigarette to smoke, and then he suddenly bumps into someone. Just then, NYPD Officer Mark arrives at the scene. Officer Mark becomes suspicious of Carter James when a roll of money falls out of James' pocket while he is fetching something. Upon witnessing this, police officer Mark concludes that James is a smuggler and attempts to take him into custody. James struggles to explain his innocence. A lady who witnesses the situation starts videotaping them and tells the police officer that James is innocent, but Mark doesn't listen to her. Subsequently, more police officers arrive and forcefully grab Carter, pushing him to the ground. Carter pleads that he cannot breathe. Tragically, we then observe Carter's life come to an end. Here we witness the plight of Black people, unjustly suspected and subjected to police brutality, as the police system discriminates against them, disregarding their human rights and the laws of custodial treatment. In the next scene we see that Carter wakes up again in Perry's bed, realizing all of it was a mere dream, only to experience a recurring sense of déjà vu, which means the feeling of reliving a familiar situation. Everything that has happened with Carter happens again, and Officer Mark ends up fatally shooting Carter once again. In a similar cycle, in another loop, riot police mistakenly invades Perry's residence, shooting at Carter. Again, sadly, it is discovered too late that they targeted the wrong apartment. Through various scenarios, the story highlights the plight of Black individuals constantly facing stereotypes and receiving unjust punishment without proper investigation. We then see Carter witnessing his 99 deaths, no matter what course of action he decides to go with, and we also learn about his deep fear of being out on the streets. Carter confides in Perry about his situation. Perry offers him her gun. Carter questions why she possesses a gun. Perry responds, "I am a Black woman living in America. Shouldn't I have one?" Perry then advises Carter to speak with Officer Mark. Carter informs Officer Mark about the time loop they are trapped in, and his repeated deaths. To prove his story, Carter predicts the upcoming events and describes them before they even occur. Carter tells Mark that if he agrees to drop him off at his house, the time loop can end. Mark agrees and makes Carter sit in the car, and the both engage in a conversation. Carter expresses how police brutality has negatively impacted the lives of Black people, while Mark disagrees, mentioning his lack of personal interactions with Black individuals. They reach Carter's building, and before Carter leaves for his building, they both shake hands, and as Carter moves forward, Officer Mark claps his hands and commends Carter's performance. Mark reveals his knowledge of the previous loops, takes out his gun, shoots Carter, and says, "See you tomorrow, kid." Carter bleeds on the floor. His blood spills, taking the form of the African continent. We see Jetter, the dog, still waiting for Carter. In the next scene we see Carter again wakes up in Perry's bed, and then he shares the whole story with her, and now he was determined to reach his dog at home, no matter how many obstacles come in his way. Carter then leaves Perry's house determined to find Jetter. Then we hear Black Lives Matter plays, along with a tribute to George Floyd, who was recently being killed. A positive message is being conveyed, signifying that they won't give up and will reach their loved ones despite the challenges they face. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video explanation. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, Movie Synopsis. I'll see you in my next video. Ta-ta, bye-bye and take care.